still might get the Nako. You know, I think I'm just talking shit. You really know. The Nako jump starter, N-O-C-O. Very portable, capable of jumping it. I trust that one more than this little Mickey Mouse. You know, this new Jeep can handle shit pretty good. Any type of weight. You're just more concerned with clutter. Try to take only what you need, because having to sift through shit. This last trip we went on, when I took the rifles, you know, it was a major pain. It was great. I loved shooting them, but they're in the front seat. It's a pain in the ass to get in the glove box, which you have to do. It's a pain in the ass because you have to remove the rifles and lay them on the front seats, because you have, when you go to sleep, you have to move the seat all the way forward and the rifles are in the way. It's a great place to have the rifles, but having to move them and everything was a bit of a fucking grunt work. On this next trip, you certainly can't shoot them at Navajo. You don't know where people are there. There's trails there. You just can't do it. Unless you're a fool. I mean, there's trails that you can ride off on, get out in the middle of nowhere, and you can possibly do it, but you know, that the rifle thing works best when you can shoot right from your campsite. There's that boy. He's Dad's boy. Last trip up, I had the rifles out on the picnic table underneath the canopy. I had the binoculars, rangefinder binoculars set up on the tripod. See, we're not going to take the tripod on this trip, or you know, that's clutter. It's something you gotta. I mean, it's nice to have the tripod to set up the binocs. Gives you a much more steady reading on the range, but it's clutter. It's one thing, good boy, glass. It's one thing about Husky. You enjoy about the Husky dog is they enjoy. No. Okay, right. Is they enjoy walking briskly. If I'm gonna walk, I want to walk brisk. Like I said, we're gonna go see the doctor today. We're gonna do the Zen thing before I go into the doctor's office, and we're gonna do the Zen thing when you know how they put you inside the cubicle and then you have to wait usually about 3 or 4 minutes for the doctor to come. Well, when they put me in that cubicle, I'm gonna do the Zen. It's where you raise your arms above your head, spread your fingers apart, put fingertip on fingertip, apply pressure, close your eyes, breathe slow, and lower your hands when their fingers are pressed together, spread apart, fingers are spread apart, and just lower them down to your chest. And then you'll be breathing and blowing on your fingers. Do it for about 60 seconds if you can, and just totally relaxed. If you do that, when they come to check your blood pressure, they may come in with a defibrillator. I'm joking. I said that to the doctor last time. I couldn't even crack a smile out of her. The doctors have no sense of humor. I've met a few doctors, playing poker, of course, and sometimes I would run it by them. I'm also a doctor, and then I would go on to say I'm a Dr. Pepper. Couldn't even crack a smile on them. These dudes, dude, they fucking spent 10 years of their life going to school. They're fucking hammered. They're you know, they got more bills than you can shake a stick at. Leverage to the fucking hilt. They don't have any fucking sense of humor when it comes down to doctor jokes. Dr. Pepper jokes. They don't have any sense of humor for that shit. Ran into my two salespeople for the Jeep at Yogurtland last night. The two salespeople that sold me my Jeep. I didn't recognize them. And but they had their Chapman shirts on. That's when I said, "Oh, you guys are from Chapman." "Oh, yeah, I remember you now, Vanessa." That's right. But yeah, it's nice to get the trailer packed up. The plan is to go next week. So we're gonna see if we can pull that rabbit out of a hat. I might change. I should change one of my sinks. So one of my sinks is leaking a little bit. I do have a bowl. It's not leaking very much, just a little bit, but it can get worse in a blink. But I do have something down there to catch the water and everything. And like I said, it leaks just a little tiny bit, but you really need to change it before you go on a trip. Well, I'm going to end up changing both of them, but we'll change at least this one, and we'll probably do both of them at the same time. I want to get my bathtub back up and running. So that's a simple fix there. There's a valve in there that needs to be replaced. Let's see if we can see the turtle. I sure hope that turtle's okay, because sometimes kids, they fuck with turtles. You know, maybe pick them up and throw them and break their shell and shit. We got out early today, so we beat the morning rush walkers. No walkers on this trip. That's fucking nuts. You know what the fucking odds on that are? We ran into no walkers. Well, I'd love to see that turtle like basking right here in the mud or something. This is a good place to go poo-poo. If there's any place to go poop, that's it. Good boy. That's the only place you can go poo-poo. I don't have to pick it up. I probably wouldn't pick it up anyways, but that's beside the point. That's another story for another day.